Funding of more than $750,000 to Western Illinois took a major step forward today.
Community project funding is a program where an institution applies to their congressman. If it's accepted, it is then sent before Congress to be approved. At Western Illinois' campus this afternoon, Congressman Sorensen approved WIU's application for the funding. WGEM's Zeke Shapiro was in Macomb today and has more on what the money is being used for.
80 applications were put in and 12 were selected, including right here in Western Illinois, to improve campus law enforcement. The chief of police says this is exactly what he needs at this exact time.
This project will strengthen WIU's public safety infrastructure by upgrading critical security technology to equipment and providing training to our staff.
Tech upgrades like new radios, cameras, and card sensors for dorms are what WIU Campus Police Chief Derek Watts says most of the nearly $770,000 would go towards. Congressman Sorensen says among the 80 requests he received, this one stood out on a personal level.
I was on the air in local TV news that afternoon that the tragedy happened at Northern Illinois University.
That tragedy was a 2008 shooting at Northern Illinois University, which left 6 people dead. Sorensen is a graduate of the school.
It made me want to say, what can I do for the campuses that I now represent to make sure that these students are going to be as safe as humanly possible?
From now, Sorensen says the next few months will be spent preparing to present the request to his fellow congressional members in Washington.
To put this funding into a bill that will be able to get the funding right back here as early as next year.
For Chief Derek Watts, it's music to his ears.
Grant money is great money coming from different levels, and is stuff that we can use our budget for other things that we need also.
And Chief Watts tells me that the contracts are already written with equipment suppliers, and as he put it, they're just waiting for the money to come in to add that new equipment to the department. Reporting at Western Illinois University in Macomb, Zeke Shapiro, WGEM News.
And Sorensen says he feels confident he can work across the aisle to get the necessary votes.